It's Week 14 of the NFL.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries for an even 100 yards.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now here's a throw that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Whitaker. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to send him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check. and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Hart. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, it's Hart. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive, Whitaker. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Benson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Open man here is Benson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Wizards get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on fourth down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Downing. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off play action. Whitaker. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Downing. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Hart. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Downing. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Black Knights are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, That's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But you look at this defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he will admit there's definitely room to improve.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, Whitaker throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Benson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On second down now, Humphrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Off the play fake, Whitaker. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. Whitaker. He finds his man complete. It's Benson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Yes, let's get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. Well, he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken at around the 40. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. Whitaker. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And a huge play that time. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, oh, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a toss here, short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker firing quickly here, and that's complete. So nothing doing there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And This kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3. And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Taken down just shy of midfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Downing. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go. It's Hurry.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Whitaker. He finds his man. Complete. It's Benson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there. A good one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We begin in the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the city of Louisville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 31-10 was the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Condors looking to sew that one.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Downing. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down.
Downing. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up Ford. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run on first down. Humphrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Whitaker. Throw out wide is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Downing. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Whitaker. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Benson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Whitaker. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings us second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Whitaker got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Whitaker has taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as he moves the chains as well. On first down, Humphrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Whitaker. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on second down. Whitaker. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Operating from the gun. Whitaker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitaker. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes guys on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Whitaker.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Whitaker. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitaker. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Whitaker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Humphrey, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Whitaker able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on 1st down. Whitaker. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's get a few yards on this play. Let's get some momentum here,
Off the RPO, he completes it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Whitaker. And that one too wide and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Back to throw. Whitaker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Looking to throw. Whitaker. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Whitaker throwing the out route incomplete. That's Benson. That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Wizards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They're going to try and run. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now the Rio offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do it?
There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Downing. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Downing. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Black Knights get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Black Knights, 17.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, Humphrey. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. Up the middle they go. Humphrey. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill right